Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Monday Huddle on the Educational AD Podcast. We're going to be right back with this week's segment, but as always, we're going to give a shout out to my great sponsors. Now, remember, these are companies I used as an AD. I used them. You should be using them too. So take 3 minutes, listen to our shout outs, then listen to the Monday Huddle, then go and visit these sponsors. As always, you're going to be glad you did. Here we go. We want to say thanks to our good friends at Gipper. You know, if you go to their website, it's only going to take maybe less than an hour for their team to turn you into a social media marketing guru. Celebrate your teams, your athletes, your coaches, and all the great work that your program's doing through their templates that are matched to your logo, your colors, and everything. It's so easy, even I can do it. Go to Gipper.com to get started. We also want to say thanks to Home Campus. Home Campus is one of those platforms you're going to use every single day. Scheduling, rosters, results. The athletic eligibility and clearance platform alone is a game changer. Go to homecampus.com. Tell them you heard about it on the podcast. That's homecampus.com. We want to thank Sideline Interactive, indoor score tables and video boards. Go to their website and you can schedule a live web demo to see their products in action. You've heard me say before, probably the best purchase I ever made as an AD was our Sideline Interactive indoor score table. Go to sidelineinteractive.com. Schedule that live web demo today. We also want to say thanks to Snap Raise. If you've ever spent weeks and weeks with a fundraiser and come away disappointed, I'm telling you, those days are gone. Go to Snap Raise. We used it at our school with tremendous success, and so will you. Check out all their other great platforms. But if you're looking for a fundraiser, you just found it, and it's Snap Raise. We'd like to thank Ohio University and their online masters in athletic administration. My assistant athletic director, along with thousands of others, got his master's through the Ohio program, and it was a great experience. And here's a bonus. While you're earning your degree, you also complete 11 NIAAA leadership training courses at no extra charge. Check out Ohio University and their online masters in athletic administration. Let's say thanks to Hometown. Hometown is changing the game for schools with their solutions that include things like, well, big surprise, digital ticketing. How about athletic website construction, fee-free fundraising, and a whole lot more. Whether you're a principal, an AD, even a coach, Hometown's going to show you how to save time, raise more money, and bring your community together. That's hometown.com. Let's also thank Vital Signs Wall of Fame. If you're looking for a really cool way to display your school record board for all the teams, for all the sports, or show off your school's Hall of Fame, take a look at their interactive touchscreen video consoles. You put one of their units in your gym lobby or your main school hallway, it's going to be a magnet for kids, for coaches. How about sponsors? Check out Vital Signs Wall of Fame and all the great things they can do for you. And as always, don't forget to mention the podcast. We also want to thank Athletic Surveys by LifeTrack. If you're not using a survey to take the pulse of your student athletes, your coaches, especially your parents, you're really missing out on a great tool. We use surveys for just about everything at our school, and the feedback that we got almost always overwhelmingly positive. It'll be the same for you, but we also got connected with the parents that had concerns, and the survey allowed us to address them, keep them from turning into something big. But getting back to that positive data, sometimes 98%, very valuable, especially if you're visiting with your principal or maybe even your school board. Go to athleticsurveys.com. Let them create that survey and help you take your program from good to great. And we want to say thanks to Huddle. As a football coach, I used Huddle for years. As an AD, we were a Huddle school, and our coaches, all of our coaches, just loved the tools that Huddle provided. Student athletes loved the videos, and our parents loved the streaming, but there's a lot more. Go to huddle.com, join the 8 million users, and turn your school into a Huddle school. That's huddle.com. Hey, welcome back again to another episode of the Monday Huddle on the Educational AD Podcast. This is our continuing series. We did 5 segments on helping parents. We did our second 5 segments on student-athlete concerns. This set of 5, we're actually on episode number 14. has been working with some things specifically aimed at ADs and their program. And today's topic, I really enjoyed putting this one together. This is about retaining quality coaches. I call it Keepers of the Flame, how to retain our coaches. Now, looking at your programs, behind every team, behind every breakthrough moment, every championship, every comeback, every time a coach talks to a kid and builds their confidence, there's a coach. And not just somebody who runs drills or fills out the rosters and the paperwork, but somebody who's mentoring our kids, motivating them, who's that model of our department, modeling integrity and trust. If we think about it, behind any uh, all district player who's turned into a captain, behind any role player, behind any kid who just had a great experience, there's a coach who taught them things like accountability, hard work, and sportsmanship. Behind that kid that finally found their confidence, there's a coach who refused to give up. And behind the culture of your athletic department, you've got a coaching staff that chooses every day to show up and coach those kids. But those of us that have been athletic directors, we know it comes with a tough truth. Great coaches, sometimes not great coaches, but coaches are leaving the profession and fast. And that's a problem that affects not just your program, but schools, communities, and kids across our nation. As always, I'm going to throw some data at you. According to the National Federation of High Schools, over 1 in 5 high school coaches leaves their position each year. I mean, that's a tremendous turnover rate. A couple of things driving it, and these won't be surprises. Burnout. Coaches are juggling more than ever, coaching multiple teams, off-season programs, maybe off-season expectations from school district. Communication that seems like it's 24/7 with parents or kids or administrators. Also, lack of appreciation. Let's face it. Many times, the only feedback coaches get is coming after a loss. The time demands are incredible. Many coaches, they're also full-time teachers or parents, professionals working a job and then coming to school to coach. They're trying to balance practice time, family time, late night bus rides home. And when these coaches leave us, it's a ripple effect. Every coaching change interrupts player development, continuity, team chemistry, program chemistry. When you bring in a new coach, that's new terminology, new philosophies, and almost always new trust that has to be earned from scratch. And of course, that affects the student athletes that we are all challenged to serve. So if we, take off our whistles, put down our clipboards, and look at the coaching profession, we get this. Many of our coaches are teachers first. They're giving up evenings, weekends, and vacations. Many watch film on Sundays, updating Huddle until the wee hours. Boy, that sounds like me back in my football days. Responding to parent emails during their lunch breaks. A lot are teaching 6 out of 7 classes. They're running practice, they're driving the bus, then preparing for the next day. And as we all know, the stipends, they might not even cover their gas over the course of the season. I remember I had a coach tell me, and I lived this as a young dad, a young coach. Um, I make less per hour than my babysitter. But again, my coach told me I keep coming back because I love coaching. I love the kids. That's the kind of heart. That's the type of commitment that we want to see from all of our coaches. But it's tough. And even the most passionate people can burn out when the scales just never seem to balance. When family time is consistently sacrificed, when our coach's professional effort goes unrecognized, underappreciated, that can lead to a tremendous emotional toll that even for coaches who love coaching, it outweighs the reward. And it's not a lack of love of coaching that drives them out, it's the exhaustion. And again, that underappreciation. And when we lose, those really good people, it's the students who feel it the most. They've lost a mentor, they've lost a role model. Sometimes it might just be that one adult who believed in them and encouraged them the most. So, how can we make it easier for our coaches, all of our coaches, but especially the great ones, to stay? As athletic directors, of course, we can't eliminate every single stressor, but hopefully we can create a system that supports and sustains our coaches. Things like mentorship programs. Have you ever paired a veteran coach with a new one? It's not just about handing over playbooks or practice plans, but providing encouragement and emotional and professional support. That first year coach who's partnered with a veteran to lean on is far more likely to stay. And there's a lot of different ways to do it. You can do it one on one. You can have a mentorship circle, monthly check ins, even small group where you're sharing professional um, skills and tools, and sometimes just sharing. These things make a huge difference in retention and especially in morale. Let's talk about stipends. We can't just automatically, wave that magic wand and pay our coaches more, even though we know they all deserve it. But we can advocate for fair, not extravagant, but fair compensation. We got to work with our district, our principals, our superintendents, and review the schedules. How long has it been since your coaches got a raise? When I came to a school once, I had a state championship soccer coach, a great coach, a great coach. He'd been there 25 years, never gotten a single raise. Okay. Um, Compare your stipends to the city, the county, regionally, the state. We want to make sure that the pay we're able to give them reflects the time and the expectations involved. And even small adjustments, send a powerful message. Hey, we value what you do. Don't underestimate the power of gratitude and recognition and appreciation. Um, Coach of the month, coach of the week, highlighting them on social media, halftime recognitions. These are simple things that help show coaches, hey, we know you matter. We know the impact you're having on our kids. Uh, I picked this up from a good friend of mine, Dan Talbot, the power of writing thank you cards and just random thank yous, putting them in a mailbox, leaving a sticky note on their desk when they might be teaching class or something. Um, it doesn't take a lot of time, but the return on investment, you just can't measure it. People love to see those thank you notes, and it can truly transform the morale in your school. Those are things that we can all do. It's small, it's consistent, but that encouragement helps fuel loyalty and renews their passion for coaching kids. Get your parents involved. And this is really key because no matter how strong your leadership is as an AD, community culture is a big factor in shaping coach retention. And parents play a huge role. Encourage your parents to do that same thing. Just say thanks. Hey, thanks, coach. Great game. Have them shake hands with the coach after the game, even if their kid didn't play. They say, hey, appreciate what you're doing with my son, my daughter. Keep coaching them. Coaches rarely hear that unless it's from another coach or sometimes from us. And that one kind word can recharge a coach for weeks. Um, Avoid, and again, we're talking about parents, help them avoid undermining the coach. We all know that parents see the game through their own child's eyes, and that's natural. But coaches are making decisions based on the entire team. So remind parents, even if you disagree with substitution patterns or a play call, be respectful, support the process. Don't second guess the coach in the stands or online and social media. And encourage parents to be a vocal voice of support. When you, as a parent, hear negativity, you be the one that speaks up. Say, hey, coach is doing a great job. My kid's grown a lot this year. Those are affirmations that can build that culture of respect outside the department that's going to have a big impact within the department. If we can help parents understand this perspective, we can really work to create a climate where our coaches feel valued instead of attacked. And that's when they decide to stay. Great coaches don't just teach sports, they help shape character and they teach perseverance, accountability, teamwork, resilience, sacrifice, all those things that our kids are going to need later on out in the real world. They help our kids believe that they can do those hard things, that they can accomplish those Herculean tasks. And having that belief is going to carry far beyond the fields or the courts. When we support our coaches, we're really investing in our kids because every coach who feels supported has just that little more energy to keep inspiring, teaching, and guiding that next generation. We know this. Coaching is more than a job, it's a calling, it's a true calling. And our job as ADs is to help them answer that call for as long as possible. So, in closing, let's help our coaches stay the course. Make it our mission to do everything we can to keep the right coaches in the game. Because every strong athlete, every resilient student, every championship moment, okay, is in part due to a coach who didn't quit. Let's make sure that they never have to. I always shared this with athletic directors. That young coach might not walk into your office as a Hall of Fame coach, but with your leadership, your encouragement, your mentoring as an AD, in 20 or 25 years, they might walk out as a Hall of Fame coach. And think of all the kids they'll have impacted. Thanks as always for listening to the Educational AD. If you found this episode helpful, as always, please share it with another coach or parent who could use the reminder. And as always, keep showing up, keep supporting, and keep growing the game. Thanks again for listening to this Monday Huddle. We'll see you next time on the Educational AD Podcast. And before we go, of course, we want to give a shout out to our great sponsors one more time. Go and visit these sponsors. Hometown, Ohio University, and their online masters in athletic administration. Home campus, Sideline Interactive indoor score tables, athletic surveys, Huddle, Snap Raise, Vital Signs Wall of Fame, and Gipper. Tell them all you heard about it on the podcast, and we'll see you next time on the Educational AD.